Well, fucking dude. All right, we're back. Holy shit. I'm just so fucking pissed right now because I just recorded goddamn 40 minutes. So now I have to redo it because it didn't capture my my screen. So let's get right into it. Let me see if this camera's good. All right. I think we're good. New crib alert. Ew. Look at that. Yep. We're fully moved in this joint. I need to furnish this hell. But yeah, we got a cool. Here, let me try to zoom in here. We got a cool outback pool area. What you know about that? Say hello to my little friend. We got the kitchen over there. We got the big ass living room that I'm pretty fucking stoked about. I got a vision for this crib. This is actually the crib that I grew up in. So it's pretty sick how I can buy my own crib that I grew up in. Long story short, I was forced to do it, to be honest, because the house is going into foreclosure. But that's a story for another time. We got a lot of shit to talk about, guys. A lot of shit to talk about. So, all right. Yeah, we got a lot of shit to talk about. I'm all distracted and shit, and I'm really fucking pissed off because I just recorded this video. Now I have to re-record it, and this is like my first time ever doing it. So I think I'm starting to get the feel for content creators when they fuck up. All right, so let's get into it. We took three trades. We took three trades since the last time I documented on here. Reason being is I just simply couldn't. I was way too busy. I was so fucking stressed. Moving in, finances were running low. Literally had to put so much shit on my Amex. It was just fucked. And I'm still in that position, kind of. But we are very relieved today because we got a new job, a second job. Yeah, I'm not going to have a life. I'm literally not going to have a life. But I low-key want that because I need to lock in. And I've been locked in. I need to lock in more. So I'm now a bartender. I'm an insurance agent during the day, bartender at night. So it's kind of sick. But I'm about to be starting making, more money than my expenses, which is nice. And I can be comfortable by doing that. But at the same time, still grinding, still got that chip on my shoulder, and just pushing through it because we are dedicated to this shit. We are genuinely dedicated to this shit. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the trades. I took 2 fucking losses and 1 W. The W I took today. These 2 losses were completely on me. Completely on me. Not like the other losses during this trading slump. These 2 losses were completely on me. And I learned a lot from it, though. I learned a fuck ton from it. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's pretty embarrassing looking at this journal, man. It's pretty embarrassing looking at this journal. But what I can say is I know that we're going to get out of this trading slump. And maybe now's the time. Because I kind of switched up a few things. I critiqued a few things based off my data. I'm off the 1 minute now. I'm not doing any more 1 minute entries. I'm doing 5 minute and 15 minute entries for now on. Based off my data, I think lost around 3 trades in the span of fucking, 3 months. So it pissed me off, but now that I know. I'm never going to go back to the 1 minute. I'm going to stick to my 5 minute and 15 minute entries. So moving forward, that's what we're doing. So we added one thing to our patience and logic. So we got patience, logic. Now we're sticking to our 5 minute and 15 minute. So those are the main things moving forward. And I'm still, maintaining a good, abundant mindset. I'm fine mentally now. I'm not going to lie, during these 2 trades right here, I was like, it's just getting insane now. Like I never been through a trading slump with an average RR of 1 to 1. I never have. And I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in a row. That's just not. Someone looking at this would say that's just not possible. You're a retard. and I am a retard. But it's just genuinely insane. That's just how I felt during these last two, losses. I just it was just embarrassing. I talked to my mentor. It was just embarrassing that I have 5 losses in a row. That's just how I felt. What did I do about it? I didn't be a bitch about it. I told myself, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. That's about it. And then I kept doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference maker, right? Stop saying right. Holy fuck. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these trades. It's going to be a long video, so go ahead and strap in. Maybe get, some beef and rice in here, like a steak or some shit. I don't know. Whatever you want to eat. All right, so first trade, it was at 10:08. It was on April 30th, so at the end of the month. So I moved in April 28th, and I took that trade, April 30th. All right, so yeah, this is after I moved in. And it was, it was on the 1 minute. So here we go. Logical good trade, yes. All right. Lower time frame trend, higher time frame range. All right. And this was a loss, so let's keep that in mind. So 4 hour, higher time frame range. I believe this is this is definitely all time highs. So that's my first mistake, is shorting in all time highs conditions. That's my first mistake. This was a short, by the way. Okay. Now going into the 1 hour. The reason why I wanted this short is because of this crazy 1 hour close. It's I was pretty much betting on this draw, it either is protected or it's not, and I betted on it that it's not going to be protected. Now these draws definitely going to be protected when it comes to all time highs, but this draw, it's probably just an Asia I think low, I believe. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but that's what I was betting on, and we did hit the draw. But did I lose? Yes. So we're gonna see why. All right. So let's go to the 15-minute. Boom. First 15-minute close was beautiful, right? We got a good little close here, signifying that we want to go lower, and this draw is potentially a fucking draw. Okay. And now we hit London lows. We closed below on the 15-minute, which I absolutely loved. That was a 4 hour candle, or the 1 hour candle right here. We closed below the London lows. And so it wasn't even an Asia low. It was just a low that got put in between the sessions, which is kind of crazy, but it doesn't matter. Still a low, still liquidity. All right. And so, pretty much when that hourly closed, it was 10 a.m. And I literally told myself all I wanted to see is a 5-minute gap tap and a 1 minute displacement. And what did we get? 5-minute gap tap, 1 minute displacement. Now, I did go on the 30-second to enter into on this trade because it was just if you saw this candle, it was ripping, and I did go on the 30-second. So I guess that's another mistake. I usually don't do it, but I think that's just when my discretion comes into play. I've been trading for 3 years, so I'm still unprofitable. All right. Anyway, besides the point. All right. So the reason why this trade lost is because of me. This was all on me. My stop loss was fine. My take profit was fine. This trade was all on me. We're going to find out why. Here we go. So the entry was on the 30-second. I was looking at the 1 minute. It looked like it was going to take the draw in a matter of seconds. Okay. And then I was so confident in this draw and in this trade idea that I told myself, if we tap into this 1 minute and we get a good displacement out of it, I'm going to add in. But I didn't realize that I had a $750 daily loss limit. I didn't realize that. Moving forward, I'm not using a fucking daily loss limit ever again because that cooked me. All right? It limited my discretionary trade. This was a discretionary trade. But anyway, let's get back to the trade. So I added in here, and then we immediately pump back up, and I get liquidated right here for $750. and that puts my account at, let me see if I'm recording. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay. So that puts my account at, I think, negative 1,500, the XFA. So yeah, we're pretty rough P&L, I guess you could say. So yeah, that was a loss. This trade was this loss was completely avoidable, but I just didn't realize I had the 750, daily loss limit on there, and it cooked me. Guys, I am so sorry if it's echoey in here. I am sorry that it's echoey in here. I have literally no furniture, and I can literally just hear myself, and I'm cringing at it by hearing myself echo. Anyway, get back into it. So that was the first trade, okay? The second trade was pretty brutal, pretty brutal. Another brutal trade that I could have not lost on because the draw was correct, the asset wasn't. So let's get into it. So I took it this week. I believe that was, holy fuck, I'm brain fried. Wednesday. Goddamn, I'm brain fried. All right, yeah, I took it out Wednesday, 9:44. Lower time frame trend, higher time frame trend. 5-minute and 15-minute close, minus 1 hour, 4 hour. Your grandma can obviously see that we're bullish to all-time highs. 1 hour, same thing. What I liked about this is we tapped into this 1 hour gap. But, if we go to ES, you could see that ES was a more bullish pair. So if we go here, this is the all-time high draw. Let's go to the 50-minute here. Or sorry, let's go to the 1 hour back. Let's go back to the 1 hour so I can show you guys. Come on, bro. There we go. So ES was a more bullish pair simply because we didn't tap this 1 hour gap and NQ did. Now, it's very iffy for me because at that time that didn't register in my brain. That registered after I took the trade and was back reflecting on the trade. But I was still looking at ES. I still had the split screen open. And if you look here, this is the ES entry, okay? And I'll show you the NQ entry. Or no, that's, god damn it, Dalton. And I'll show you the NQ entry. Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. So this is the ES entry. That's the first 5 minute close. I never take the first 5 minute close. That's the second. That's the third. So that's the 15-minute candle close. And if you look at it, it looks horrible. Now, ES is still more bullish than NQ. Now, if you go to NQ, this is the first 5 minute close, second, third. So NQ visually looks cleaner, and it had a way better candle close. But I still lost this trade because I was objectively wrong on the asset. I should have been trading ES. What I should have done is identify that ES is way more bullish than NQ and just not look at NQ at all. That's probably what I should have done, and I would avoid this loss because this trade did play out on ES, which hurts. But at the same time, I did learn a lot from this loss. So I may have taken 5 losses in a fucking row, but that doesn't mean I'm not learning from them. I'm learning from every single fucking loss I'm taking, and it's going to benefit me more than harm me. Okay, so that's like, you guys already know how that shit works. Okay, you can't just be a fucking bitch and just pout like, oh my god, I'm losing, like a fucking blue hair fag. You have to fucking own up to your shit and take accountability and realize what the fuck you're doing wrong and self-reflect. So that was my biggest thing during this whole entire trading slump. And that's what's going to get me out of it. That's what got me out of it, okay? So that is the second trade. So the outcome of this trade, we pretty much got stop rated. And then it just, flew to my TP. So 2 losses, 2 user errors, completely avoidable, completely on me. Okay. Now let's go into the notes on the first loss. Jesus Christ. All right. Higher time frame range. Didn't have a bias really. As soon as market opened, we ripped down like crazy. And looking at the volume, it was clear that we wanted to take the first low at least, right? So I sat on my hands and knees and waited for my setup. The first setup appears, but we didn't tap into the 5 minute. So it was pretty frustrating. So I chilled out for a bit and then saw my setup, 5 minute gap tap and a huge displacement candle down. I entered really on the 30-second because it looked like the 1 minute candle was going to take the draw in a matter of seconds. So I'm in the trade and had a super strong conviction. In this trade, like genuinely one of the most confident takes I had in a while. So I decided to go heavy on and add in, not realizing I set a DLL for myself. I completely forgot about that and it cooked me, making me have a losing trade. The draw got hit without my stop loss getting hit. So yeah, it's frustrating. And yeah, it's frustrating that this trading slump continues. But at the end of the day, I know I'm doing everything I can and I'm working with content. What the fuck? I don't think that makes sense. Am I retarded? Anyway, yeah, I'm working with content. I think. Dude, holy fucking brain fry today. Anyway, it was one of the worst trading months I've ever had, and I feel like I'm doing everything right, so I'm frustrated, but I know this short-term adversity will benefit me, and I will get out of this slump. It doesn't matter when. So that was the first loss that I didn't document. That was on April 30th, and mentally, I'm pretty fucked, I'm not going to lie. But I know, like, in the back of my head, I'm good. That's how it was for me. Like, it's just, like, genuinely insane. I'm still in this trading slump. That's just how it was. For mentally wise during these 2 losses. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the second trade. Took it at 9:44. It was on Wednesday. Wait. Oh my God. Okay, we already fucking reviewed the second trade. I'm fucking tripping. Now let's get into the winning trade, the trade that I took today. Holy fuck, dude. God damn. All right. So I took it today, Friday, 10:45. It was a later trade. It was a super late trade, to be honest. Lower time frame trend, higher time frame trend. 5 minute candle, 1.4 R. Coming to the day, I was bullish. Obviously, we're all-time high trading. Bullish, all-time high trading. Bullish, all-time high trading. This is the first 15-minute close right here. And didn't get no entry off the 5 minute or 15 minute. Yeah, the 15 minute was a crazy candle close, but I'm not going to sit here and top blast all-time highs. Even though it did play out, but I'm not going to do that. It's just retarded. Coming into the day after this 15 minute and we just keep pushing past all-time highs, I'm telling myself that, okay, if I do find a trade today, it's like, how do I explain this actually? Let me see. So it's going to be one of those days where it's like not edging all-time highs. It's just just purely displacing towards all-time high, past all-time highs. It's going to be one of those days. And it's going to be like minimum retrace, no reversals, no fucking dumps. That's like, my mind kind of after this 15-minute close, I was like, all right, it's probably going to be one of those days where we just don't retrace and we're just going to fucking pump. All right, so I'm building my logic. I'm building, the discretion, blah, blah, blah. So we tap into this 15-minute gap. And I literally told myself, all right, if we get reaction out of this 15-minute gap, I'm going to go ahead and take a trade. So I took it on the 5 minute here. It's not the sexiest trade. Visually, it looks pretty shitty, but the logic behind this trade is what, made me super confident in this trade. And I think that's what I need to lean more towards is the logic versus how sexy the trade looks. Is it a huge displacement candle? Something like it's weird. It's something that I'm still trying to figure out here. It's getting dark. Can you guys see me? Oh my goodness. All right. Maybe, hold on. Nah, fuck it. You guys can't see me anymore. Who cares? Can I put my brightness up? Nope. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I took it on the 5 minute here. Played my protected stop. Got the wick out of the 15 minute. Break even was all time highs. I got super lucky on the take profit. Not gonna lie. Thank God luck was on my side. And we ended up banging it for 1.4R, and we made $818 on the new XFA accounts right here. We're trading 2 because I had an extra reset that I didn't know about. And so I just went ahead and passed that. So I got 2 XFAs. We're at 818. Game plan with this, super simple. We catch 1 to 2 banger trades, and then we go for our winning days, still taking high probable setups, not gambling like 1 trade a day every single day. That's just how it's going to be, because right now we cannot afford to fuck up at all. All right. And then after that, we get our payout. It's probably going to be around 2K, 2,500, somewhere around there. And then we use that profit to go into 5 XFAs, and that 5 XFA will go into our 10K goal. Okay, so it's going to be super simple from here on out. We are already doing what we're doing, and I don't see any downside. I don't feel any doubts. I don't think any doubts at all. We are good. We are in good hands. We are getting out of this trading slump one day at a time, and I'm honestly like looking back at this shit, I am pretty glad that I took 5 losses in a row. I'm glad that it was all bunched together to where I learned it, instead of it being spread it out. Like I go through a winning streak and then a loss. Because sometimes when you go through that winning streak and you take a little loss, sometimes you're not going to fucking like look over it as much as, holy fuck, I'm going through 5 losses in a row. I literally need to lock in on my journal and see what the fuck I'm doing. And guess what I did? Just that. I'm sticking to the 5 minute, 15 minute, right? And then, I'm just seeing what's going on in my journal. And I took 2 user error trades. That's all on me, right? Like, there's just so much that I learned from in this trading slump. And I'm super happy that I did go through it. All right? And what's just genuinely crazy to me? I know I'm yapping here, but I do want to get this out of my head. As soon as I get into God, as soon as I start reading the Bible seriously, like I'm reading the Bible seriously, this happens. Sorry, no, somewhere around here. Let me see. Yeah, this happens. And I told my buddy, he's actually he's a Christian, he's baptized. I told my buddy like about this, and I told him. He didn't really say anything back, but he made me kind of like realize that it was supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. This is all God. This is supposed to happen. He is testing you. You either make it or break, or you break. And he was testing me during this time. Like, this is genuinely crazy to me, because who on God's name or God's earth is going to go on a 5 losing streak with the average of 1-to-1 RR? Now, obviously, yes, a lot of it is my fault. But at the same time, this is God's timing. This is God's timing. And I don't give a fuck how delusional you think I am by saying this. This is God's timing. This is, because I remember asking in the prayers, like, put me through adversity, just test me, all that shit. I'm not the best prayer in the world. And for some fucking reason, I asked to get put into adversity. And this is it right here. He answered my prayer. He answered my prayer. And I went through this adversity and I stuck it through. I seen it through, sorry. And it is going to be the biggest ROI ever. It's going to be the biggest ROI ever. This is my tuition right here. And there's going to be tons of other tuitions along the road. But now that I went through this, I know that I can go through anything else when it comes to my trading journey. Because this genuinely fucked me up. This fucked me up. This fucked me up. Really bad. Real fucking bad. Like, I started getting so many fucking pimples, man. It fucked me up. I was like, holy shit. It's like 5 losses in the span of 2 months. You know how much time I wasted? But at the same time, you know how much I learned from this time? Yeah, I may have not seen a lick of money or profit, but I learned so fucking much, and I'm forever grateful that I went through this. That being said, I could possibly still be in this trading slump. Who knows? But we did take a W off our new critiqued foundation of, our trading, 5-minute and 15-minute. I have a really good feeling that there's just going to be an upside now. And I think this is going to be a good thing. All right, so that's my yap. That's my yap. I know you guys can't see me because it's fucking dark. Oh, shit. This sucks, dude. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I look creepy. But yeah, dude, that's the yap. It's a pretty long video. But there's I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to even take value from it. Because sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But I know at the same time I do know what I'm saying. But at the same time, if I look back at it, back in this video, I'm going to really get it into my ears. So I know there's a lot of value in this video. I know the people that do watch this video, I know who you are. Lodo, what up, Nick? You're going to get a lot of value out of this video. A lot. It's just mainly learning from your fuck-ups and just having a high head on your shoulders and having that mindset of thinking logically and being patient. I know so many fucking people that would have quit during this shit. Easily quit. But you want to know something? I've been through some fucked up shit in my life. My mom passing away was probably the most fucked up shit I've ever been through. And there's some other things, but I'm not going to get into it because it involves a person that I dearly love today. But when my mom passed away, I was literally I told myself after, everything happened, obviously I was doing the grief stages and all that shit. But I told myself after this happens, if I can get through this, being on my own, because mind you, bro, it was just me and my mom living. I was, I think, 18 years old. She goes to the hospital, never comes back. Never comes back. I take her to the hospital, she never comes back. And I'm on my own damn near. I mean, I got some mentors, I got some people that help me out, but I am on my own damn near. I live in this house on my own, scared shitless as an 18-year-old, and I'm figuring it out one day at a time. I've had some pretty fucked up, things that happen during that time, but I learned a lot. Anyway, I'm getting too deep into it. I'll probably go over this in another video where I dive deep down into my actual journey into another video. But what I'm getting at is, if I could get through that, then I can get through this. If I can get through this, then I can get through that in the future. That's how I'm trying to put it at. It gives you confidence of when you hit your next roadblock, you're going to fucking run over it. And this right here, it gives me so much confidence, got me so much stronger in my trading career. It's going to get me so much stronger, and I genuinely know it. And it's going to be the biggest ROI ever when it came to my trading journey. Who on God's earth is going to have a 5 loss streak on an average of 1-to-1 RR in a continuation model? It's genuinely, I thought it was impossible. That was my mindset going like at the loss number 3. I was like, there's no way I lose number 4. Number 4, loss. There's no way I lose number 5. Number 5, loss. And I kept thinking that. I can't think like that. I cannot think like that. I got to think like this is just there's going to be an ROI positive to this whole entire thing. You put your fucking time in, you think logically, you think patiently, you stay patient to the process, you learn from your fuck ups, and you let God do the rest. That's all you have to do, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what's going to drive me to this 10K goal. And I'm back, guys. I'm back. Obviously, you can see me that I'm back. I've been busy, moving in. I was stressed. Finances are fucking running low, but I am back. Boom. All right. That was a lot. I'm not going to lie. That was a lot. Take it as you will. Hope you find value in this. I spit some real shit. And I'm confident when I'm saying that. So I hope you guys can find some value out of this. Next video is going to be my next trade. And that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Sorry it's dark. Holy shit.